Cool.
He'll be fine. Just give him a week.
Well, for the party that was here last week, you guys remember what happened. You guys are currently in the southernmost portion of the cave. Did we specify, are we bringing Jensen along or we just let him go? I think we decided we just let him go.
We tied him up and said he was free to go, but we wanted a head start.
Cool. That's right. You left
Daddy
him.
tied him up.
Yeah. Cool.
But we didn't knock him out or anything.
I just noticed that he was like with the party.
Oh yeah, I don't know why he's with the party.
Yeah, like his movie lines. There. Okay. But yeah, as of right now, Tizzy, you are guarding the prisoners in the cage. That's where they left you. The rest of the party, you guys still have to go across the bridge where the very large orcs are waiting for you to finish your 5-person inspection.
Huh.
There's a lot to inspect.
But yeah, that's where we're at right now. You guys, I think you guys were kind of balancing the pros and cons last time of completing this dungeon and clearing out the drow, or just continuing on in the direction of Goblin Run, now that you've learned quite a few more things about it.
Didn't we decide we needed more money
Jesus.
For this job?
Yeah, it was my opinion that I would like to get a hold of Itanora and be like, yo, we need to
Shit's
talk.
going off.
Yeah, so not worth the trouble, essentially.
Well, just that it's a bit more complicated than we were made aware of, and maybe more complicated than she was aware it would be. Like maybe we put a pin in it. We don't completely abandon clearing out the drow, but like, I don't know if we want to get wrapped up with Daggerford and the Harpers and political collusions.
Also fair.
At least not yet.
I kind of want to go take a peek in that door.
Simon.
What's door?
One behind us, over there.
I wasn't aware of any door. We can go look in a door.
Yeah, it's the only place we haven't explored yet is that door. Bet.
Okay, lead the way.
Okay.
Music man.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Ow.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Ow.
Simon, stop it.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Over here.
Oh.
Yosef, you arrive at a metal gate.
Yeah, see a little gate. Little passageway. It's our fate.
I have to kick this kid out.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check? Is the gate locked?
Yeah. Are you just gonna like reach out and try to open it?
Alright, yeah, sure.
Yep. You grab the handle and turn it, and it is locked.
Oh no. Whatever will we do?
Can we try the key? Does the key to the armory look like it's the same sort of lock or in the same family?
It does look like it's the same family. Yeah.
I would try it. It probably won't work, but I'll try it.
You reach out. It fits in the hole, but it does not turn.
Joey, a little help?
Yeah, I guess. I would like to try and attempt to pick the... Wait, did we knock?
No, we didn't.
No, I just tried the handle.
Well, we should try knocking first.
Okay.
I mean, we are here on official business.
Yeah, Joey, you reach out and knock a few times, and you do not get a response.
Okay, now I'd like to try to pick the lock.
Okay, roll me with your thieves' tools. Like 15. Okay. Yeah, you insert your like lockpicking tools and put a little bit of tension on your tension wrench, and click. The door unclicks and swings open a few inches. Move that
Nice.
for you. You should be able to see aim/get now. Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Après-vous, inspectors.
All right. What's the point of order here?
So, can I assume what I can see from here on my characters, what I can see like in there? Or should I roll something?
Yeah. Roll me perception or investigation if you want to learn.
Perception would be fine.
Okay. You can see 2 chests at the far end of the room. The room is newish, like the rest of the hallway that you came in from. It seems to be a newer part of the cave than the northern portion. There's also some sort of animal skeleton laying on the ground. It appears to have very, very long front fangs. But I think without being a zoologist or making me like a history check or a nature check, I don't think you know exactly what it is.
I'd like to turn to Joey and be like, hey, Joey. Don't rest. Go in. There's 2 chests.
Okay, I would. Can I try to stealth?
Yeah, roll me stealth. Yep. Joey sneaks in unseen.
Okay, I just like to stick to the corners, and when I get right here, I'd like to investigate. Can I investigate like the skeleton and like the chest area to see for like traps or anything?
Absolutely. Roll me investigation.
Oh, nothing but good rolls.
Cool. You see a third chest in the room. The skeleton on the ground from your investigation looks old, like it's been there at least a few years, which is weird because the tunnel system itself is fairly new. So it was almost as though the bones were there before this chamber was dug, if that makes sense. But 21 will do that.
They dug too deep and too greedily.
Other than that, you don't see any obvious signs of traps, tripwires, holes in the wall, pressure plates, or anything like that.
Cool. Then I would like to try and attempt to see if the chests are unlocked.
Okay. You start with the first one, and it is locked. Or the one on the left.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna try to pick it.
Okay, roll me with your thieves tools.
Oh, come on, the one roll.
Your lockpick breaks inside of the lock. Yeah, you were unable to get in the first one. And we established that you have multiple lockpicks.
Okay, then I'll
I do want to make a point of order, since you kind of made fun of me last session and took from your unlimited arrows to fill up the arrows in almost empty quiver. I might start counting arrows. I wanted to get your opinions on it first, but I might start requiring that because you guys are a more advanced party now.
As a melee person and out of character, I don't care. Do
It
it.
does not bother me at all.
Okay.
More conscious of my long rest.
If
Starting-
you want to fuck with Joey like this, please.
I think that's a fucking.
It's
hilarious
literally a
one.
Joey only roll, by the way. That's a Joey specific roll.
I think that if I do arrows, I also have
You're
to
the
start
only one with unlimited
enforcing spell
resources.
components.
I do.
Wait, are we
Hey, you track baddies' weak
I spent half a session looking for charcoal to get a bat familiar.
Okay,
Well, then I'm
that's
gonna
a
start-
double
okay.
standard.
I'm going to
Because
start
you-
patrolling spell components and arrows. So
I have been keeping track.
starting
of
at the next, Joey, starting at the next town, your next purchase of arrows will designate the amount of arrows that you have. Okay. But as of now, we're going to continue on normally because I did not tell you this before this big quest. So we'll go.
We will have to also maybe go over which spell components are consumed because I don't think most of them are. I'll just pay attention to the spell cards, I guess.
You can
Okay.
reuse gems, right?
Certain gems, but
Yeah.
it does specify on the spell card if it's like it's
Yeah. It should say material is consumed.
And I can post a PDF of the spell components in Discord. Too,
I mean, what do we need? Revivify? That's it?
Yeah, I have 2 diamonds for Revivify. No, you'd be surprised. There are a lot of them. Like, technically for message, Joseph's supposed to have copper wire.
No.
Yes.
No.
Copper wire.
I only need if I don't have a focus.
Oh.
Otherwise, it needs to specify a gold amount if I need to actually have the item.
Okay. We'll have to specify.
I've been making sure. I've already.
I'll go through you guys' character sheets and.
Okay.
Stuff. It's only fair if I'm going to start policing Joey's arrows. So.
No,
Let's get crunchy. Let's do it.
I'm just saying, like, I've already been keeping track of trying to, like, make sure I've been having spell components and stuff. So I haven't even taken a single spell that requires an actual gold component.
I just want to make sure that when we're going to towns and restocking, that we're also repurchasing spell components that we need from the Arcana store. So,
Heard.
and that way we can expend some gold for it.
I think that's also going to be more of an issue for us as we go higher levels, because higher level spells generally are the ones that are going to start putting in monetary components.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
We're going to start tracking bag size, and if you fall asleep with your armor on, then you're going to wake up fatigued.
There you go.
I think that's reasonable.
Hyper realistic.
If we want to get crunchy, let's get fucking crunchy.
True. Okay. Well, for right now, you are unable to open the first chest, Joey.
Okay, I'll move to the second chest and see if it's unlocked.
Okay. You press your fingers against it with your lock-picking tools to pick the lock, and you are unable to turn your hands as your fingers appear to be stuck to the front of the crate, or of the chest.
Wait, is my hands like permanently stuck?
As of right now, you are not able to easily jerk away. I suppose you could try to roll me a strength and see what happens. Okay. You pull on the chest as hard as you can, and from inside the chest, you hear a "Ugh," and a large tongue erupts out of it as you seem to be trapped, stuck on the front of a mimic's face.
Help! Help!
Nice.
Roll me for initiative.
Got a mimic on your hands.
Tee.
Why'd I have to waste the natty on the initiative, bro?
It's a 20 plus dex, right?
Yes.
But hold on. I'm gonna get super.
Wait, initiative? No,
identical.
it's 20 plus, or D20 plus initiative. Unless your initiative is based on dex.
I thought it was, but I'll just roll it on the character sheet.
I'm switching to real dice. Did
You
it
guys have
track
terrible
that
luck with
or
this
no?
I'm opening it up right now. You see.
Because I'll reload if it didn't track that, but if it did, I won't.
It did, actually.
Okay, me and the fighter also load real low. This is not good.
I'm gonna move on the other side of the gate before we get into initiative. If that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, Mr. DM, sir. Oh, so wise and smart in the ways of this game.
Which one?
Sounds like you're buttering him up for a ridiculous turn.
Yeah, what do you want to do, man?
I already did something ridiculous. I moved my character after initiative was called.
Yosef, it's your turn first. And then I say we get to Tizzy, because Joe needs to have turns.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm enjoying the story that's happening over there, but
Okay.
you go ahead and do you.
I'm gonna run up behind Farragram to this wall, be like, see Joey getting attacked, like as if his life depended on it. None of my spells would be good here.
Fireball it.
Do you believe in the dex save? You still take half damage.
Oh, yeah, until when we're level. Never mind. Don't fireball until level one more time.
Yeah, he would definitely take some turns.
Can I what do I see? Like, what's the position that Joey is with this mimic? Like, is his hand in its mouth? Like, what's up?
The 2 fingers and thumb of each of his hands are stuck to the bottom lip of this mimic that he has yanked about 6 or 7 inches away from the wall, and he's like slowly dragging it into the room, trying to move it.
Okay, so I think what I actually want to do is first, let me take a gander at the distance here. Okay, yeah, I actually have the perfect amount of movement. So I'm actually gonna run up beside Joey. I'm gonna take my what do I name it? Beinhardt Sama, and I'm going to drive it forward to try to push the mimic away from Joey.
Okay.
Like both while stabbing it, doing damage.
Roll me to hit. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Beinhardt unfortunately gets stuck in between the top of the box and bottom of the box where it meets at the hinges. And Beinhardt is also now stuck inside of this mimic, having done.
Yeah, I don't let go of Beinhardt. I hold on tight to it.
Okay. And then after you were Joey. Kind of makes sense.
Okay, I would like to try to put my feet on the mimic and like push away from it while pulling my arms away, you know?
Yeah. You put your feet on the base of the chest and try to pull with all of your right might. Roll me for strength. Okay. You. Whew, dice. Okay. You succeed in ripping your fingers off of the front of the mimic, but you are going to take me 4 damage as you rip the skin off of the front of each finger, and it is still stuck to the front of it. Your feet are now stuck to the base of the mimic, and you are unable to stand up higher than where you can go if you were falling over when you were snowboarding, essentially. Calithil, it's your turn.
Okay. I can't see them from where I'm at, but I'm safe to assume that Joe is in trouble from the
Well,
screaming.
I yelled, help!
Okay.
And then
Yeah, I would run into the room.
just think about that. Makes me cringe.
What?
Oh, him ripping the skin off.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's very important.
And upon seeing what is happening, say, Joey, I don't know if this is gonna hurt you, but I hope not. And I'm going to try to blast the mimic with a sacred flame.
Sacred flame. Okay, that's a dex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use this dice. Okay, you rolled a 13.
13?
Mhm.
Saves 15.
Okay, Joey, roll me a dex save. Okay, and you're only going to take half damage because you're further away from the sacred flame. I'll say that much. But what was the damage on the sacred flame then?
8, a 7, and a 1.
8. Okay, and then you'll take 4, Joey. All right. Anything else, Calithil?
That plan won't work. Nope.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm
Batty.
gonna step to the side so Batty can get past me.
Okay. And it is Batty's turn.
Oh, thanks. And I'll just move forward. Let's see, I have 40 feet of movement there. What am I looking at here?
You walk in the room and see Joey Joannes sprawled out on the floor with what appears to be a chest with a very long red tongue and very, I imagine its teeth being like almost rotted out from the inside. There's like a ton of cavities and stuff. Joey's feet appear to be like attached to the base of the box, and his fingers are bleeding into the dirt.
So he's getting sucked into this weird fucking thing.
At the same time, Yosef Smoot's sword is also now stuck in the hinges of this thing. And he is grasping it with all of his might, trying to hold on to it at this point.
I'm gonna draw my spear as my action
Okay.
and move because I think I have 10 more feet of movement.
I think you have more than 10, but yeah.
More than 10. I'm gonna move up on the mimic and
Okay.
And draw my spear to poke it.
All right, you do that.
And that'll be my. Should I action surge and just stab it?
It's up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
action surge and I'm gonna stab it.
You do that. Roll me to hit.
See, that's a 17 plus. So it's 18 to hit. Because it's with my spear.
18 is going to hit. Roll me for damage.
Okay, what is my spear? Is a D4.
Plus your strength modifier.
Okay, it's a D6. Sorry.
All good.
Plus my strength. So that's 7 damage. My strength.
So, cool. All right, you do that. You thrust your spear forward. Where are you hitting the mimic?
Above his foot. Above Joey's foot. Like,
Okay.
trying to just...
Yeah. You strike him directly in the box belly, and your spear lodges in between two, quote-unquote planks as splinters and a little bit of green ooze starts to sprout from the box itself. But your spear, unfortunately, is stuck fast to the box, or to the mimic.
That's fine.
And Faragrim, it's your turn. Unless Batty is trying to let go of their spear. Okay.
Muted Lamau.
Starting to notice a pattern here with the sticky box. I could hit it with Divine Smite if I hit it, but I only get one. That's a bad idea. Fuck.
Is it meta to strategize?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Got it.
Kind of the
We can
definition of
do
meta.
it in initiative, but not during someone else's turn.
And if you want to say something in character, that'd be cool.
Can I see any of the mimic's limbs? Or is it just a box with a mouth?
You can see two green feet underneath it that kind of push it up from the ground about 2 inches. He's got like big old fat burly toes with really, really ugly, untrimmed, thick toenails.
Sick. Well, Faragrim's gonna walk up and then do like low slashes on the ground, going for the feetsies, taking care not to touch the box.
Okay. Roll me to hit.
Ooh.
It's a 20.
Okay.
That's a nasty
what
hit.
is what's your max damage?
Oh fuck yeah.
It's 1d8 plus 3 if you're one-handing.
Yeah, I was one-handing. So d8 plus 3, yeah. So 11?
11. Okay. So 11 plus. Wait, how's that? What's this? Oh, it's 2. That's 11 plus 7 is
I have a second attack.
18, and the second attack is going to hit. For an extra 8 damage. Yeah. Okay. Actually, though, you don't have a second attack. You are going to hit 17 slashing damage on its feet, causing its first foot to get sliced clean through and fall off as it starts to bleed out. You do see the color drain from its eyes as this happened, but your sword gets stuck in the other foot, and you are unable to dislodge it as it feels very sticky. So you can use your second attack, but you'll have to draw another weapon and use that.
Okay.
Just kick it, Lamau. Don't.
Man, I wish I had my folder. So I have Divine Smite also. I think
But
that's
the
good
thing-
for me though.
That's
Somebody
cool.
else
This thing does seem pretty fucked up. There's like a puddle of green.
Health bar is gone. That's good for my turn then. I guess I'm gonna hold on to the sword. Stay where I am.
I guess the mimic's gonna make its only action. So. Let's see here. Yeah, so at this point, this thing is actually going to bite at you, Yosef. It looks super fucked up and almost just like it's on the brink of death as it makes like one last lurch at your wrists. Does a 10 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Okay. It is going to miss.
Ballin'.
And that brings us back to Yosef.
Did Tizzy not go? Oh no, Tizzy's at the prisoners, right?
Cage.
Yeah. Before I go, I would like to direct the attention to Discord, where I found in the player's handbook the rules about materials with spell casting. And then direct your attention to my spell Fairy Fall, where it does not specify gold value.
Okay.
Anyways,
Very
other
cool.
spells like that.
Sweet.
I'm gonna Vicious Mockery. I'm just taking a second to think of a rhyme.
What's your spell focus? I'm just curious.
My musical instrument. As a bard.
So then you have to be holding it to cast your spell. I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm just rules as written. You have to be holding it if it's your spell focus.
Isn't it his voice?
Could be if it's his voice and not his musical instrument. I'll be quiet.
No, that's true though.
No, now I'm curious. I'm gonna. No,
you
no, she
have
might
you have to
she
have
might
a
be
free
right,
hand
yeah.
to have your spell focus in your hand.
Okay. Let me.
Well, I guess we got retcon all the damage Joseph has ever done.
I'll take a gander.
You could argue your spell components, your focus is your voice. I'm just saying, say it's your voice and not your instrument.
I mean, I
think
could,
that's
but it'd
more
be
reasonable.
changing the flavor for me. Yeah, it'd be changing the flavor of a bard for that particularly. But I mean, I could.
That makes sense, but yeah, and that would essentially mean your Vicious Mockery is like you playing the guitar and chanting these things at them.
I mean, that's how it was always in my mind anyway. Was just
Yeah.
like
Okay,
me
let's do
singing
it.
my songs.
Right now, I'll say you have your guitar out, but yeah, that's fine.
I need to bring up Notepad for this one.
Hell yeah, nitty gritty.
If you're playing guitar, then I'm expecting guitar solos too. So.
It's more of a loop.
Oh yeah, just buy a banjo or
True.
ukulele and just play it.
All about the ukulele.
I got it. Vicious Mockery. Let me know when you want to hear it.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hey there, bud. Is that your blood? That can't be cool, must feel quite the fool. But do not fret, it won't be much longer for ya, I bet.
And 5 damage as this thing expends its last ounce of life looking you in the eye with absolute rage, Yosef, and dies.
Salty ass box.
Can I pull my sword out from it now, please, sir?
As this thing withers into like a raisin shape, you are able to regain the access to your instruments of death.
Nice.
Yes.
I would like to kick its ash into the ground, just like stomp on it.
Yeah, Yosef is just stomping around like a toddler on top of this thing.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking more like I have my foot, and I'm just like slamming it down over and over on that ash pile.
Yeah, no, you do that.
Yosef,
Sorry,
I think it's dead, bud.
It's pee right now.
Well, better be.
All right, what's the party doing now? We're out of initiative, by the way.
I'm
Does
looking
someone
up.
else want to check the other box for me? I'm kind of traumatized from opening chests right now.
I don't know, but I'm gonna look up this thing.
Yeah, I will walk up to it and just stab it with my dagger.
Yeah, you do that, and your dagger just kind of like bounces off of the wood and falls back in your hand, like it's a normal box.
Oh, just like a normal box. I was like, kind of weird on
You just like tap
rubber
it a
box.
few times, and it just like click, 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 and you leave couple of divots in it, but the dagger does not stick.
It's a box.
Okay, I'll try to open that one then.
Thieves' tools.
Very fun.
Ooh, the second box unopened. What a mystery.
Well, I gave it my best, guys. You got to find an alternative way to open these.
Betty?
I mean, if you want Betty Smash, Betty can smash.
Betty smash.
Betty Smash. All right.
Alright, Betty's going to smash down.
At it with the spear first, because I don't want to fuck up
Okay.
my
Yeah, roll me 2d20s.
halberd.
And then add your strength modifier to
2 d20s.
Yeah, I assume you're going for both boxes.
Yep. Oh no. That's a 6 and a 7. Plus what? My strength?
Yeah,
Wait, what the?
Do I add both of them or add them individually?
individually.
Individually. Alright, that's a 11 and a 12.
You are able to crack open the box on the left. However, you are unable to pry open the box on the left with England. Or the right with England. But this one does open. And
Okay.
its contents are as follows. Oh, no, you guys gotta investigate it first. My bad.
All of us?
Physical dice.
Whoever wants to. Oof.
Fine.
Max, are you alive? Cool, just checking.
Yeah, I'm alive. Just barely.
It's your camera tipped back, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah. I just have a killer headache right now.
Oh, honey, did you take some ibuprofen and smoke some weed?
I'm like trying to psych myself up to sit up and walk across the room.
Are you
To do
sick?
just that. Yeah. It's not
Is it
COVID,
COVID?
it's not strep.
Oh.
But
Oh,
it's,
strep sucks too.
it's like
Sounds
strep.
the flu.
It's probably Omicron.
No, he took the COVID test. It ain't COVID.
Omicron doesn't really show up on the COVID test. I got it and all my tests came back negative.
Yeah, I might have it.
It was just like a bad sore throat for me.
Highly probable.
I had something. I have some. So I've had this same sore throat type deal like 3 times in the last few months, and it's always starts with like an ear infection that's not that bad, and then it drips down my throat onto my right tonsil, and then my tonsil gets all fucking inflamed and shit, and
Oh
I
shit!
get
Have
sick.
Do you
have
just
they
have bad
not-
allergies?
Have they not given you antibiotics for this yet?
Not this time.
But the
'Cause-
last 2 times they did?
The last 2 times they did, and it worked. It responded very well.
Yeah, it seems like it's some sort of recurring.
Bacterial infection
Yeah,
that's just
bacterial
not streptococcus. I was looking it up, and there's other bacteria that cause very similar
There
symptoms. There's a ton of them,
are.
but just because they can't figure out what it is.
There could
You
be
finished-
something in your environment that's triggering this every so often.
It could be allergies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You could be reacting to something in here.
It's your
Pop some
cat.
Zyrtec. See what happens. Alright, I posted the loot. Max, I'm so sorry to hear about your not doing so well, by the way.
It's all good.
Yeah, but I posted the loot from the first chest. Game trainer. I rolled for it. I was kind of bummed with what I got. But that's good.
Did anything happen to my spear?
No, it does not break or anything like that.
Okay, so can I try again on the other chest?
Yes, roll me for strength.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll the 1d20 this time.
It's like
Ooh.
hacker. Batty's just hacking away at it.
Yeah. That is a 17.
Oh yeah. The second chest pops open with your second thrust at it. And let me roll this one.
Alright, now I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
Cool.
I don't give a shit about the loot, but I got it open!
So apparently I would need like a free hand. No, I mean like from what I've seen, it's like you need a free hand to actually be able to use the spellcasting focus.
No, so you have to be holding a spellcasting focus if you're using
Yeah,
it in
the free
place
hand.
of material.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the free hand.
That's one hand. And then you need your other hand to be free if the spell uses a somatic component, which is basically hand symbols. But most of yours probably
I know
don't
what
use
they are.
somatics. Okay.
No, they do. Like this is somatic. This like I have like 3 somatics, 4 somatics, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
It would
10,
honestly
11.
probably be easier for you to just buy material components then.
No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna use my spellcasting focus.
I feel like for the spirit of a bard, that like you could probably interpret the like playing the instrument as the somatic components. Like
Yeah,
you have to
right?
move your
I
hands
mean,
in
yeah.
a certain way. You have to finger the strings in a certain way.
No, for sure. I was merely implying that he can't hold a lute and a rapier at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I
Of
forgot about
course
the
not,
rapier.
you
Yeah.
foolish person. That's not what I was
That's a
trying
good
to
point.
say.
I was just telling you now so you didn't forget later.
At what point would I have ever? I mean,
You
thanks for
haven't
making
needed
sure,
to be
but
holding
no.
your lute to cast spells in the past, so you haven't been sheathing your rapier, you've just had it out.
I mean,
You could do both at the same time if his loot has a strap on it. You can just
Yeah,
play
I
with
mean,
your
like,
left hand
I
and
got
use your
the loot
rapier
on
with your
my
right
back.
hand.
But he would
Yeah.
still have to use an action to switch between the two, is all I'm saying.
No, you can
Just
have
flip it out.
sword in one hand, free-handing this loot in the other with a strap.
technically, I could like
Hammer-ons and
I
pull-offs.
could. Okay, if you want to get crazy with it, I could have it on the strap on my back, like whip it around, flip my rapier around, and then play like this on my looted strap self, you know, with my rapier pointing that way out like that.
I mean, you
wanna
don't-
get crazy with it.
You don't have to strum if you don't want to. Strumming is always optional.
I am exhausted.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. I haven't been explicitly saying like, "Oh, I sheathed my rapier so I could take out my loot so I could sing this song," but I don't know.
Okay, I posted the items from the second chest in the chat. Marta, are you back? Oh, yeah. Oh, you are. Cool.
Sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see my camera.
No, some people's cameras are
Sorry.
on, some are off.
No, I've
Okay.
been back for a while.
Cool. All right, well, let's
I
get
was
to it
just
then.
listening.
Yeah. That's what you got from the second chest. What's the party doing now? Are we going to return to our friend Kizzy?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay. Does everyone just want to roll me a group athletics check for the creek?
Yee.
No.
Yee.
Wait.
Can I roll for Calitha?
Oh wait, actually, I think it's a 4.
Okay.
Wait, did
Alright.
we decide on the what
Nope,
was in the
athletics
chest?
is strength. It's a 3.
Did we see what was in the chests?
Yes, I
Yeah.
posted them
In the
both.
Chat.
Yeah, it's in
Okay.
chat.
I got a 21 for athletics because of Jack of all trades.
I also got a 21.
Nice. Okay.
So who's carrying me like a backpack?
I was gonna say
will.
it looks as though Batty and Joey will be carrying Calico.
I also got a 21, sir.
Because she cannot be trusted to cross this fucking river.
No, she fell in last
Apparently,
time.
water
Let's
is
just
on her
say
fault.
that the
Nice.
party is fairly equipped for Calico's cleanliness at this point.
I have decided in my head it's because her boots are so wet from the 3 other times she fell in the river. So she just can't get good footing. It's too slippery.
You got trench foot yet?
Does somebody want those fine leather
Not
gloves?
What was that, Joey?
Does anybody want those fine leather gloves?
Yeah, so the second chest had one pair of fine leather gloves, one gold lace tassel, one banded agate, and one bottle of fine perfume.
I would just like the leather gloves because my hands hurt.
Oh, that's a good point.
Makes sense? Yep. Yeah, you can snag those. And for the sake of RP, they are a cognac.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Yosef, you should maybe try to give this fine perfume to the Baroness as a gift. Ladies like perfume.
Can you please stop giving him
smart.
ideas? Why are you just trying? Are you just trying to make us outlawed?
Look,
I
we got
think
to
I will
get around Daggett somehow. We need someone with power. If I know one thing, it's politics.
There is sanctity in marriage.
They're not married yet.
Married yet?
Nothing's final until they say I do.
So you guys hop back across the water, and you are greeted by the 2 orcs that initially let you in. And they're going to say, "So then, is everything up to code?"
That it is, my good man. Thank you for showing us around. I'm a fan.
Yes. Addy, soldiers.
There was actually a box that was not up to code. It was very sticky and tried to kill me. I don't know what was up that box, but we took care of that for you guys.
You hear that? We're going to have to fetch us another mimic. That's all right. As long as we don't get an infraction for our bridge here. And he's going to gesture at the slippery creek entrance.
Callista is going to look at them, still dripping, and be like, "Yes, we won't write you up. We'll just give you a warning, but please do something about it. Please."
They're just going to take off their helmets and just kind of bow to you and say, "Yes, ma'am, of course, ma'am." And just like put their helmets back on and stand at attention.
Alright.
All right, well, if this part of our inspection is done, perhaps we should head back north.
Yes.
I'm ready to get out of here.
Let's
We
go.
need to get back to the office.
And
Write
Batty
up our
will.
reports.
Batty's gonna pick up the edge of Calathil's cloak and just
And get
bring
their,
it out
Did their feet get a little wet?
a little bit. But I'm just gonna bring it out.
Okay. And you guys, when you pass this entrance over here, where the larger individual came out of earlier, you smell and see a little bit of black smoke coming from down that hallway. But other than that, yeah, you guys make your way back up to Fizzy.
Going down there. Nope.
Skeleton would murmur something at the two orcs before we leave about, you really should get proper ventilation in there. That's not good. But don't worry about it. Wink.
I don't have a fun quip for that one.
That's fine.
They're just like, yes, of course, of course. They've gone from being like Cockney to
Very
South.
posh.
Yeah, it's very posh.
They just tidied up their accent when they heard hers.
Okay. So the party returns from the south up to Tizzy, who looks like at this point is just hanging out on top of the cage. I think by this time, at least a few of the knocked out Daggerford guards would have come to. So if you want to RP some of those conversations, I'm cool with that. But otherwise, what was Tizzy doing during this time? Probably like 30-ish minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. I was definitely ignoring the guards. I'm probably not going to talk to them without everyone else present. I'm going to play solitaire right there next to the cage because I ganked that deck of cards from the entry.
Yeah, and you guys are going to walk back up and see Tizzy just like playing cards on top of this cage. And from beneath the cage, you're going to hear, please, I have kids. I should never have taken this job. I just want to pay the mortgage. Please, just let me get back to Daggerford.
I'm sure your employer will let you go home, right?
Yeah, right. Which one?
How many you got?
Roll me persuasion. He's going to say, oh, never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. Look, okay, we're paid by a couple of different parties, all right? Interested parties. You know, the Neverwinter Guard, they make a pretty penny. About double what we make. Not to mention the stipend we get from Dagalt. And the tips from the Zine.
Cool.
So you'll let me out?
I'm going to whisper
No.
to the party. What do you propose? Maybe we unlock the cage and run after we get some more intel from them? Or do we just leave them in here?
I
think we
guess we
should
could
let them
leave the
go.
key. That way, whenever someone else comes by here, they can let them out.
Yeah. When is shift change?
It's tomorrow, but we only had one meal today.
Well, you can
I
go
have
three.
some apples.
You can go 3
You
weeks
go-
without eating, so I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Joey,
You're not
don't be
gonna die
cruel.
from
We are
one
not
day
war
dehydration.
criminals. We are better than Dagot.
Well,
This
it's not
isn't
really
a
a
war
war
crime.
criminal to let people just not eat for one day.
Can I toss down some rations?
Yes, you can. How many are you tossing down? And how many do you have?
That's a good question. I don't have any listed in my inventory.
How many guards are
If
down
you
there?
didn't purchase any from the town, I don't know that you have any to give.
Okay, that's fair.
Do we know how many guards are in the cage?
Yes. Hang on, I can move it. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 as of now.
Okay, I have 5 apples that I picked up in the room with the tiny boat barrel. So I would toss 4 apples down to them.
Okay, cool. You do that. They'll just like catch one. They look up kind of appreciatively, but at the same time, well, actually, no. Only 2 of them can catch them because the other 2 are hogtied. So, yeah, you toss 4 apples down. 2 of them are caught. The other 2 just like hit the people that are hogtied and fall to the floor.
Sorry.
The rest of y'all help them out.
Yeah, how... I don't want them to starve. How... I was just gonna bake a pie. That's a bummer. How often do November and your Z leader come around?
Man, I really wanted that pie.
You think they'd ever
We can
come
have a
here?
pie, it's okay.
I've never even met them.
Oh, okay. So they're not going to be coming around. And they won't get into any trouble with the captain. Because, So yeah, I mean, just leave the key in the lock, and the next guard can let them out, right?
He's going to look horrified, and he's going to say, "What did you do to Sarah?"
She's fine. We just bonked her over the head. She's okay.
And then what was the question you asked him?
I was talking to my compatriots saying,
Oh, okay.
I think Tizzy had a great idea. Just leave the key in the lock, and when the next guards come tomorrow, they can let them out. They won't get into... I mean, they'll get into trouble because the magic horse is gone, but we can't do anything about that now.
Okay.
Plus, I feel like if they're in the cage, they've also got a pretty good excuse.
Yeah. Like, they clearly just didn't let it happen.
Also fair. Is the
Can
party
I-
in agreement?
Can I just, like, take a length of rope, like 5 feet of rope, and tie the string, or tie it through the key and tie it to, like, this pillar over here? I don't want it in the lock because I think that they'll unlock it from the inside, and I want to make sure we can GTFO safely.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
We need to buy more rope.
Yeah, you guys are. The majority of your rope is like over here, holding these handles together. So, but you do have 5 feet left. I think Batty was the one that used her. their rope.
Yeah. I have 15 feet of rope out of 50 left.
Okay.
Well, if we're leaving, you can have that rope back. Well, if no one has any objections, I'm going over and untying the stuff that's holding the rings.
Yeah, did we have anything else to do back there, or do we want to just get the fuck out of here?
Well, we never settled on what we wanted to do about the drawers.
And if you took that down,
that-
then
10
the
feet.
wall
that's-
is going to fall back down.
So that's 10 feet each, right? So that gives me another 20 feet and brings me up to 35 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. We were sent to clear out the drow specifically so that you-know-who could access this area to mine for the Moonstone, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Clearly, that is not going to be an option for those people, given what is currently happening here. So I don't really see any point in murdering the drow, because it's not going to give them the end goal they want anyway. I
Okay.
think if anything, our intel is perhaps more valuable than a few dead drow.
Well, we can still have Yosef fireball down that cave, and we can get out of here.
I do want to cast some fireball.
You did just shut the door to the cave.
Seems like wanton
Yeah,
destruction.
that wall has already fallen down. So it would just be casting fireball in this cavern. And most of the people we've talked to in this mine have been pretty decent. They're just trying to,
With the exception of the 6 to 8 Zentarum agents that you brutally murdered.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going on in here. It could be something catastrophic that we're just leaving behind, and we're saying, well, we have the option to end it now.
I seem
Yeah,
to
we're the
recall
cash.
only one person has died at Joey's hand.
I will also point out I am feeling very depleted and I need a rest.
I would love a
I'm
warm
not good
bath
for much
and
of
a
Yeah.
anything
towel.
right now.
I can't rage no more.
I'm very damp.
Yeah,
think-
Calathil is soaked. Like, to the
Do
bone.
we have small hut spell? Maybe we cast in woods? No? Oh, man.
Actually,
If we can get out of here and find somewhere safe to stay tonight, I can have small hut spell for tomorrow's journey.
Yosef might have something.
yeah, I still have my camp beans from all those
Oh, those magic fairy
moons
beans.
ago.
Daddy, you'll love this.
Or?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the surprise.
If you want to
We
read
get
it
some
off, you
wood.
can, Yosef.
So, Patty, I got this bean. It creates an instant campsite. And we have 100% chance of just not being attacked.
Oh, this is great.
It's basically Leomund's tiny hut in bean form.
Yep.
Nice.
I literally just typed that in chat.
And a bean.
Oh.
Cool. I think we might have used this my first night with y'all.
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you were
I
there in
just
the
wanna have
labyrinth.
2 beans.
But I think I was probably pretty out of it right after we got out of the labyrinth.
I just forgot you were there.
Wow.
That was so long ago. It was Batty's first session, and it was like 8 months ago.
It was 8 months ago in real time.
Damn.
That might be an exaggeration, but it was a long time ago.
Well, I still have 2 beanie boys left.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, so we go out and we use a bean. And would you guys want to take our first break?
Sure.
Or is it too early for everybody?
I was just gonna say it's been exactly an hour if you want to take our first break. It's fine. I need to pee really bad. So is that.
Sounds good.
It's that twin energy, JJ.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Twin bladders.
Are we vacating the cavern then? Is that the party's? If that's the case, it's going to throw us into the outside of the cavern. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're gonna go
My bad.
outside and set up the bean.
One fireball shot? Just
Should
one?
probably get away from the entrance.
Why do you
I
want so
mean,
much
he's
carnage?
gone now, so you can't activate his fireball without him here. So
Look, my head.
Yeah, and you guys vacate the cavern, and night has fallen. But yeah, let's take our first break. I just want to recap the party. You guys were in there for about 6 hours game time, I think here. And the date is the 23rd of Tarsak, 1486. Which puts us right in the middle of spring. Oh yeah, by the way, I think about 5 months has passed in game time for the players since we started. Because
Oh, for
we started the Flower Festival, which is at the very beginning of winter. And we're in the middle of spring at this point, so we're like 4 to 5 months in.
Oh, tight.
Yeah. I went back through like all my notes when you were texting me, Kelsey.
I was trying to do that too. I was like, night 1, night 2.
Yeah, and I just like I went off of like approximations from like events essentially, and then like distance because I mapped out all of your travels, and I have like a distance thing that I can use for the map that I have, and I just plotted out like how many weeks that we've been in game. But yeah, we've got 5 months in game. It's pretty good. So, but also yeah, let's go back into that. Like, bye.
We were in that cave for like a month or 2 now, IRL time.
Oh, easily. I was gonna say we have no concept of how long we were there in game time. Jacob could say it was 2 years later when we were in that fucking labyrinth for a year, and I believe him.
There's also so many interplanar shenanigans going on that it's like,
Yeah. Between like Harvey scooping us and putting us in the labyrinth, and I don't know how you guys got in the labyrinth. Well, you didn't get in the labyrinth, you were on the boat.
I was on the boat, so
And we got poofed onto the boat, and
actually, I'm not going to tell you.
yeah,
That's a
don't tell
5
me.
thing.
I'm very curious.
I also think it would be fun to do like a party dinner sometime in the game where we just like catch up on what's going on with us. Because even though I know you guys, I don't think my characters know a lot about like what you guys have been through.
I was just thinking about the same thing.
So
Like
if we
I
all
was
just like
watching session 1, and when Max introduces Farragrim, he's like, "Oh yeah, he's a bard, or not a bard. His mom used to be a bard, and her ailing health, and he wants to raise money to like retire her and stuff." And I'm like, I don't know if Calathil knows anything about anyone's like family
No, we never like.
other than Joey.
his family was killed by goblins.
They burned down his farm.
Also, Joey, for what it's worth, in all of my notes, anytime I refer to Joey, it's always Joey Johannes from Golden Fields. I type the entire thing.
I like that.
It feels necessary.
And
It is.
we know that Joseph knows about as much about his parents as we do.
Which is more and more every day.
Every passing hour.
Yikes.
It's a time.
I have some interesting theories.
Tell me some.
No.
What the fuck, bro? That's fucked up.
Okay, is the DM here?
Jacob's about to pull a 5-head twist and make your parents the goblins that burned down my farm. We're gonna have a boss fight conflict at the end.
When we were in the gambling den, one of the guys said something to Joey about gambling souls, which I thought was interesting. Considering there's something about potentially your father figure being trapped in the 9 hells.
Yeah.
And you're flame touched, right?
We also, yeah, he's flame touched.
I am flame touched.
That sounds hellish to me.
Sounds hellish. We also definitely
Like
all
also
told
be
the
beautiful.
announcer at Bell's Jangles our full names, and he had a fiend at his side.
Like, all I'm saying is that flame touch
had a
could also
fiend
be a beautiful
and you're
thing.
flame touched.
That I am touched by the sun itself. I am, or as bright as the sun itself.
Then
Those
you
are
would be
mutually
untouched.
exclusive. Things
No,
can be
it's a
hellish
flame
and still be beautiful.
Yeah.
You know?
Never met a
Fire is
tiefling?
beautiful. Fire is beautiful, okay? Come on. Flame touch is not hellish.
Also,
Fiendish.
for how much face stuff y'all have gone through, y'all give your names away very readily.
I don't.
Like, Fi and Tizzy are neither of my characters' real names, and
Very
y'all
smart.
are just like, hello, here's a horse. My name is Yosef Smoot.
It's literally just Yosef and Joey.
Joey
Joseph-
was raised correctly, okay?
I still don't know
And Yosef is
Farragram's
trying
last
to
name.
spread his fame.
Farragram's the only one at the Bell's Jangles that didn't say his last name. He just said Farragram from Daggerford.
Look,
I only made that mistake once, and I'm like, you can call me Cal.
Yosef is trying to spread his fame. He has to let people know his name.
Good rhyme.
That was beautiful.
Good rhyme. Bad practice.
That one wasn't even on purpose, by the way. that was from the soul
That was-
right there, baby.
That's Yosef bleeding through.
Trying to force feed me orange chicken.
Yum.
Yum, but I already ate some. I'm full.
Look how much fucking hair I have, man.
Right? Tell me about
That's
it.
not your real hair. Come on. That's
No,
not your real
but
hair.
I did bleach and re-dye my hair last night, and definitely forgot how long my hair is now and how much hair I have.
Yeah.
It was almost bad, but it turned out okay. It was that moment, Margot, I don't know if you bleach or dye your own hair ever, or have, where you're like scraping the bowl and you're like, I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, I've definitely had that experience before.
Yeah.
I have so much hair,
Yeah.
and no one ever taught me how to deal with it because I have a mom.
Yeah, because you have textured hair too.
Yeah, I have ethnic hair, and my mom has very white hair.
Oof.
It's curly, but it's very
Yeah.
Irish woman curls, and I don't have Irish woman curls. I have Jewish woman curls. So we
Quite
have
different.
my hair chemically straightened.
That's heartbreaking.
I know, right? It really did
I'm back, sorry.
damage, but I'm finally getting my natural texture back, which
Looks
is
awesome. It looks great.
thank you.
Yeah.
With the shampoo, doing natural oils once a week, and it's really healthy and kind of coming back in this natural texture.
That's so nice.
Trying to get
My hair is upsettingly little body in it. It's so heavy and so coarse.
Yeah.
I've got that thick English hair that's just like,
Oh, the chonk. You got the
mhm.
chonk
Need some
Yeah.
layers, but
layers put in.
but
Yeah,
when
I
they're so short with layers, I can't pull it up because then they're too short.
Yeah, I have my fringe is almost, my bangs are like too long, but then my fringe is like too short to put back all the way. So I have to wear a headband if I want to put it all the way up at work. It's kind of annoying, but
Bandanas and stuff.
So
whatever. No one gives a shit what you look like when you work at a co-op.
Fuck trying in a pandemic.
I just look like a hippie. I don't. What do you want from me?
For real, I shave once a week. Period.
Hot.
Nothing else.
I haven't shaved in like a month or two now.
I haven't shaved in 3 years.
Heck yeah. I literally never shave.
Never.
I haven't got my hair cut in over a year either.
I cut my own.
Yeah.
Y'all are
I've,
twinning.
Wait.
Okay.
I've just been.
We've been doing that a lot lately.
Where is the party camping?
I think
Well,
we find a safe area.
500
Then
feet from a water source,
Why?
because that's how far you have to be away from a water source to go to the bathroom safely while you're hiking.
You're so smart.
No, I just do a lot of long distance hikes.
And I was like, wait, why?
I'm just very passionate about pooping outside.
I just take a lot of shits in the outdoors. You know,
So we
Appalachian
can't
Trail.
go-
I went there just to take a shit. I hiked all the way up Mount Turner just to take a shit. That is my true passion and why we do all the high points.
I love your hobbies, and I'm so glad you're a part of our lives.
Okay, everybody roll me survival checks. If we're hiking out a little bit away from the cave entrance.
Please no.
How far / long are you guys trying to hike?
500 feet away from a water source.
Okay.
I would think that ideally we would want to stay somewhat close to the mine so that if a commotion occurred, we'd be close enough to know, like to have ears on it.
Okay.
A gas explosion.
But also out of immediate eyesight, like someone else who's just like going into the cave is not going to be like, oh, hey, look at this campsite.
Okay, cool. So
I
I'll
think-
say we're about 500 yards away from the cave entrance. You guys want to say eastward up the Dillon Beer Road? So just up the road a little bit further? Okay.
Unless there's something really creepy up that road in that specific spot we should know about.
So, I see.
Trevor's not back yet. He's in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Sorry.
know that. No, that's okay. We'll wait for both of them. We're missing John. Maybe we still see him.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I was just picking my nose.
How many?
Appreciate the
Yeah,
honesty.
Did I send you that weird Hobbit Tumblr thing?
I don't think so.
Did I post it in Discord?
John, how many disposable cups do you have on your desk right now?
So I have
Uh-oh.
this one.
Someone's about to get a plastic lecture.
I got this one.
Yep.
I got this one.
Uh-oh.
And what do you put in all those cups, John?
This one has sweet tea
Yeah.
from Whataburger that I haven't thrown away yet.
Uh-huh.
This one had water, and this
Right.
one usually also has water.
Okay. So it seems like you could have 2 different designated cups that you reuse instead of collecting all of these plastic cups. Also, think about all the desk space you can save.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
here's what my desk looks like.
John's at the point of like, I don't fucking care.
Like,
That gives me anxiety now.
Same.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait,
I
actually,
sent
hold on. I
it
think I
to
can
you,
actually do
JJ,
this.
personally, so that I make sure you actually read it. I'm also gonna post it.
Ooh, okay. Reading it now. We're still waiting for Trevor Max. So you're.
Oh, okay, sick.
here's what I look at the whole time we're playing.
You should just get a basket. Keep next to your desk. That's not a waste basket.
Oh,
And if you don't already have a waste basket, get a waste basket.
Here's what that looks like.
There is a trash can. It's all gonna be full of cum tissues.
On the floor.
And then over here, this is
Please,
the.
dude.
I would step on some of that shit in the middle of the night and fall and injure my back.
We're just built different, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Goblet? What the fuck?
It's a goblin and a hobbit.
oh my god, I love that, Margot.
It's a whole long Tumblr post of like all the different stories about the Goblet family line, going through and like how they justify it into Hobbit society, and it is It is a great read.
How?
I need more time to go through this. Yeah.
You gotta take a 45 minutes tomorrow or something and read
Okay.
it while you're having breakfast or something.
Heck yeah.
How do I know how many spells I'm allowed to ask my god for? Does anyone remember?
Just ask until you get spanked.
What if I like getting spanked?
I don't know how to do actually. Joe?
It's always better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
You mean like how many to prep a day? It should be your cleric level plus your wisdom mod.
Thank you, that's what I thought. That's a lot though. That's like 10?
I mean, we're levels, what, 7 now?
Level 6 still?
Still?
Right?
We can level up to 7. That'd be great. And then I won't be affected by fireball.
Okay.
Yeah,
still.
we're level 6 still.
I remember you saying something about moving to level 8 when we got out of the cave. That rings a bell.
Yeah, 8 or
level
9,
8.
I think. 8 or 9.
I thought
I heard that we're actually gonna be level 10.
Interesting.
Just round it all the way up.
So are we level 11 now or what?
Hang on. Is everybody currently level 6? Is that what we're level 2?
Yes,
I'm still
Mr.
level
Ryan
6 to my knowledge, yeah. I don't remember being totally leveled up past 6.
We haven't.
I'm actually 6. I'm just giving you shit. Yeah, we're 6.
I want to make sure. I wanna get that right. Okay. So we're setting up camp. I need a survival check from Max and Trevor. Joey and Farragher.
Wow, I have a plus 10 modifier, by the way.
Wow.
How?
If we
How?
How does that
if we're
feel? Because
setting
he
up
had a
camp,
0
can I
mod.
not just use the camp bean?
Feels bad.
To me, this makes the most sense.
The roll is for the hike, not for camping.
Oh.
Yeah, just to get to the campsite. Yeah, so I think that the party is finds themselves in a safe spot by the guide of the only 2 elves and half elf in the party, Calitho and Farragher. You guys, with your keen vision and sound sense of direction, are able to navigate the party to a safe point, and you know that you are far enough away from the entrance that if you were to build a fire or like make noise, that you wouldn't be heard or seen. Are you using one of your beans, Yosef?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Yosef plants a bean. I don't have a map for this or anything, so I'm just going to assume we're like off the floor somewhere. Yeah, Yosef, you plant your bean, and as you do so, 2 large canopy tents just like pop out of the ground, and from the bean falls into the dirt, and a large, like hearth-sized fire with a spit roast appears over it. And then like several wooden benches that appear to be made of old wood stumps just like pop out of the ground as well.
Ta-da!
And I think there would be like a hazy like smoke screen that just kind of like settles over the camp and then disappears only to be seen.
I'm refreshing my
Spot on a
resources.
log and roll up.
Let's see here. And then everybody, I assume we're taking a long rest. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am going to go flop down unceremoniously on like a cot or just the ground underneath one of the tents.
All right.
Can Fatty and Tizzy have a short little moment together first?
Sure. I also want to.
Can you talk to me while I'm laying face down in the dirt?
That works.
I like all of my resources are depleted. I am wiped. She's just laying there existing.
Tizzy, I know you're sleepy, but I just want you to know we appreciate.
Thank you, dear. We appreciate everything you've been going through. I'm gonna reach up and pat you on the cheek.
You're still okay?
And
You're
Fatty will
here.
put their
Can
cloak
I-
over you.
Can I insight check on this interaction?
Yes.
Also, we got a short bow for fire, Tizzy. I don't remember which one.
That is
Joey
right.
has it, though, I think. Or
I
Joseph,
give it.
Joseph has it, so.
Wait, what do I have?
Short
One
bow.
of you has the short bow for 5.
Oh, not me.
It was
13
just a,
plus 7.
I give it.
cool. It was a looted short bow with arrows. Okay. Anyone else going to be doing anything except for sleeping?
I wanted to try to insight on Batty and Tizzy's interaction.
Roll me insight.
I did 13 plus 7, so 20. And I would just
20?
ask Batty, hey Batty,
Yeah.
Tizzy going away for a little bit?
Maybe. Yeah. Sometimes when they sleep, she turns. But sometimes not. So, it's better to cover bases.
Yeah. Nah, I give Batty a little hand squeeze. And I just tell Tizzy, sleep tight. And, see you again soon.
And then I will point out that I did update my bonds on my character sheet. One of them is now Calathil is always right.
Cool. Okay. Like it.
That's gonna get us in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Love it.
So the night brings a peaceful sleep to the whole party. Joey has dreams of beheading goblins like picking apples in an orchard. Calathil sees her friend Safia the day she leaves, speaking with a tall, slender woman with red hair tied in a tight bun. And you remember for the first time that this is Simril. She was the one who ordered the secret mission in the first place. Tizzy has dreams of Fi and herself. They are looking at each other in a field of wheat. The golden sun beams down on them, and they converse happily, normally. Yosef dreams of a warm glow on a black horizon. Batty sleeps soundly, swinging their hammer to and fro, denting the helms of countless foes. Faragrim has dreams of his time in the guard, a particular case that he was on. It involves a thief caught outside Olaf's weapon forge. A hobbit. He went squealing about a dagger, something about working with fiends. Mayetta Frail quickly put a lid on it. Off to the mines it was for that dear old hobbit. The party awakes from a very peaceful, dreary sleep and rubs the the sand out of their eyes. And Fi, you have a new shortbow beside you. And Batty and friends, or whoever's in the tent with Tizzy, is now in the tent with Fi. And you guys can go ahead and replenish all of your spell slots and HP.
When was the last time we've seen Fi?
It's
The
been a minute.
boat.
Like
The
The
boat.
boat after
year
the
The boat.
island.
I woke
Well,
Tizzy
right before the Kraken attack or right after?
right
During.
before.
Right
Yeah, like
like
you woke up and saw Tizzy right before the Kraken bust through the hole.
Who's
okay,
Fi?
Ouch.
Oh no.
sure.
Rude.
It's been like half a year IRL though, kind of, right?
Okay, my
Or am I
shrimp
dumb?
Oh,
is
yeah.
ready, so I'm
It's
gonna
been like
go
a
load
month
up
or two.
It's been a little too long. Yeah.
Wow. Hi, welcome back.
Oh, hello there. Hello, it's been a pleasure. Hello everyone. I have some business to attend to.
I would like to pull out my citation pad, and I'm going to start writing out some citations for the day because I feel like that's what he would want to do before talking to people.
Fire these retroactive citations for in there, or for everything that's happened while you were gone.
Oh, this is just some of the big things since I've been out. Things that I need to make sure get reported on.
That Fi, or I guess I'll say Fi, does that mean that you can remember whatever Tizzy sees with her eyes?
I remember it like a passenger.
Okay.
Kind of like watching a movie.
Yeah,
We don't
like
have
a first
movies.
person, like
Kind
a
of
first
like watching a
person graphic
play.
scroll.
Yeah, like watching a play from backstage.
Right. Yeah.
Very cool.
So who's
Oh.
the main and who's the understudy?
Oh, of
They
course.
swap.
I'm the main character.
Oh, yeah.
Always. Ha, that was a joke.
Haha.
You're so funny, Fi. What a guy.
I don't think we remember how to interact with Fi.
But and Batty will pick up 5, nuzzle him a little bit, then drop him unceremoniously back down and go.
There we go.
Oh, you see the bow? We found you.
I love it. This is a beautiful bow. Would you mind carving your name into it for me?
My name?
Yes.
I am fully aware you can't write. I just want, like, you know how sometimes you ask a little kid to, like, sign their drawing?
Oh yeah.
It's like that. Like, I know it's not going to actually be your name.
Okay. And then they'll carve a B into it, like in the Norse runic style. Like you've got the line and the line, the straight line and the line and the line. So they've clearly learned like this is a B. So.
Okay. Now that we're 8 hours in the future, the date is now the 24th of Tarsak, 1486 VR. And you guys, are we waiting to see when shift change happens at the cavern? Or are we moving on east up the Dillenmere Road towards Jakun, which is the next village between here and Seacover?
I kind of think we should beat feet, but that's just my opinion. If anyone wants to stick around and see the shit hit the fan.
I think
I
we
feel
should
like
keep moving.
once they realize that Nightmare is missing, they're gonna start calling in some reinforcements.
Let's get moving, people. Pack it up.
Alright, cool. So the party is going to move east then. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
And we're heading east towards what? I'm sorry.
Jokun.
Jokun? I thought
I'm going to drop a map, hang on guys,
Okay.
in Discord so you guys can kind of see where you're at.
My spellings are not right. I'm sure that none of the etymology I've assumed is correct.
It never is with D&D. Did we want to try to find the horse, or do we want to get into town and
The
shop a
horse
bit?
will find us.
No, we told the horse we would find it.
He said he would meet you south of Seacover.
We should probably go to that horse.
If we said we were going to meet it, we're obligated to meet it.
Never miss an appointment, right?
Gotta stick to our word.
God, I missed
Schedule
Fi.
up. Schedule up.
How do you know that word?
I have samples here in case.
Oh, beautiful. Let's tend to this while we make our move. Onward.
A lot of tens.
Okay, posted that in the chat. Alright, so can you guys find Daggerford on this map, potentially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look to the east of Daggerford, you'll see the Dillenmere Vale, right? And the Dillenmere River is what just to the east.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
About
Yep.
75 miles.
So
50.
Daggerford to Jokun or Jokun or whatever we want to call it, is roughly, looks like 60, 70 miles. And then Jokun to Seacomber is about another 55 miles.
As we are traveling, can I cast Sending? If not, I can. I don't have a copper wire, so I can wait until I get in town and buy one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to wait until you get to town to get one.
That's fine.
If you don't have one, okay.
I don't have it in my
Okay,
inventory, so I'll just assume I never got one.
Jacob, the resolution on this thing is insane. I can zoom in so much.
Yeah, you should be able to. It's a political map. But yeah, you guys just left. You guys are like in the Dillenburg Vale right now, and after pitching a site, I wish I could ping this map and show you like where you're at. But I'm gonna say that you hike until the early evening, so like 6-7 p.m. And after a pretty grueling day, you do arrive in Jokun. I'm gonna drop the party book now.
So we were in the Ardeep Forest, or no?
No, you guys did not go north to Nightstone. You went east through the Vale. So if anything, you were in like the outskirts of the Misty Forest.
Outskirts of the Misty Forest. Got it. I see. So we hiked north to Jokun.
Yeah, I suppose that journey would have taken several days. Now that I think about it.
Would we have gone along the forest, or would we have hiked back to the road and followed the road there?
You would have hiked back to the road, I would assume, to follow the path. You guys were south of the Ardeep Forest, now that I think about it. So yeah, this would be a much longer journey. So you can sleep the first night with the bean, but you're going to have to either expend another bean plus a second night, or I'm going to have to get...
Where is the area we're going to?
We're going from essentially south of Nightstone. You guys never crossed the river delta on the high road. South to Daggerford, and then back up the Dillenburg River, which is also the Dillenburg Road, towards Jokun, which is east of Daggerford.
Follow the Dillenburg Road.
And you're like halfway between, or the cave was south of Ardeep. So if you guys traveled all day, you guys would have made it basically back to the Daggerford crossing itself. If we want to stop in Daggerford and resupply, since we want some, because that would be about a day's journey. If we want to like get some copper wire, that kind of thing.
Oh, Jokun's not on this map.
Copper wire.
Or do you just want to make the long journey all the way to?
I can hold out until either Jokun or Seacomer to get some wire. I was yeah.
I don't want to expend too much in-game time on the travel aspect of this, and you guys don't go through any particularly harsh environments. Although you do spend about 3 days on the road, you find yourself in the foothills of the Dillenburg Vale, and there is a large peak off to the left side, and the Dillenburg River is on the right. Fi, were you going to say something?
If I may, I think I have a solution to our traveling thing.
Okay.
Because of a class feature that I got to pick up as Fi.
Okay.
When we were last in town, I picked up some of the blocks from whenever my kids were little, and Batty and Fi can build a little house out of them, and I can cast Galder's Tower before we sleep, which is...
that's a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff. But in short, I can make us like a 2-story tower so we have our bedrooms
a
and
little
whatever.
fortress.
Yeah.
Damn.
Joey, we got the house!
It is so cute. I love it.
And then whenever we are packed up and ready to go in the mornings, I just dismiss it and pack up my little block set.
Tight. So yeah, travel gets OP with Fi and the crew, essentially, guys. No, I like it. So yeah, you spend 2 nights in the towers, in the swagged out towers.
Washrooms, toilets, wash tubs, skeleton is going to take the fucking longest, hottest bath.
But once you guys do enter the foothills of the Dillenbeer Vale, travel does get a little bit slower than it had been. And I think that you guys would have spent a very, very long day on the road, arriving in Jolkun in the early evening, as we discussed earlier, around 7 p.m. If it was a 3-day journey, that would actually make today's date the 27th.
Commissioner, you're not going to believe this.
What? This way's bad now.
So,
It's like you're counting down to an impending date or something.
It's like the super obvious. Disappears
I'm just gonna keep better track of the date too.
That totally makes sense, because one time when we were kids, I saw...
It just feels ominous because we haven't been doing it in the past. So it feels like a little calendar ticking down. 4 days till finals.
It's like Majora's Mask in here now.
Yeah.
Or we've accidentally
Yeah, you gotta find
started
the drink
something
to
like
take a set
8
back.
days since we murdered this person.
Cool. You guys find yourself like kind of leading out of a canyon. You smell the smell of like soil and what's it called? Manure, like a farmstead. Is just to the north of you on the wind. As you vacate this canyon area, you do feel temperature drops about 15 degrees, and a very chill wind starts to kind of cut through the cloaks that you have.
We should probably try to buy some more cloaks in town.
Well, I fired my 16,000th arrow, so I need to buy more.
Is that how much
many
your
arrows
quiver
can you
holds? That's a
carry?
lot.
Yeah.
How many can you carry now?
Well, wait, how many arrows can I carry now?
Let me see if it's specified. Otherwise, I'm thinking 50.
50 is a lot.
Did you also give Fi the 20 arrows with this? Or did you keep the arrows and I got the crossbow?
Yeah,
I don't know what my
there's a
ammo
short bow
is.
in both.
He filled
Okay.
the quiver. So if Batty had the quiver and gave it to you, then
Yeah, I would say I'm gonna go with 50 is the max because there's no specification.
Can we do 70? Because that's the max Link from Legend of Zelda could ever get.
No, 50.
I don't think Joey's a legendary hero yet.
50 is a nice sound number.
You look so offended.
All right, fine. Have your Zelda quiver.
No, hold
Thank
your
you.
ground.
OT!
Don't get
70's great.
All right.
No.
He's torn between wanting to be stern and wanting to be nice.
It sucks.
No.
I hate it. It's my life.
Make him
Art
stay
Stern.
at 50.
I already got
Fifty.
nerfed
Had
once.
enough privilege in his life.
69.
Right?
No, I already got nerfed once. I might as well just like not eat 2 nerfs in one night. That sounds fair.
Wait, no. Get him 69 arrows.
Yeah,
Well, hang on.
69.
If you take it as
Supposed
50,
to eat
then
there.
it gives you room to grow since we're only 6th level. Maybe you get an upgrade later if you take 50 now,
Yeah, wait,
and that
we're
way it
talking
gives
about
you the
max
max
level Link?
upgrade. Yeah, maxed out Link.
Yeah, that was
So then you
max
can
Link
upgrade
he's
once
talking
to
about.
69 and once to 70. Bam, 2 upgrades.
Okay, I'll hold my ground. Change it back to 50.
That's not holding your ground. That's changing
Yeah,
your mind.
Joey.
Yeah, I'm
That
I'm
was
back
his
then.
initial decision.
I'm not gonna use my short bow anymore.
I'm just adding to the list
Good, you're
of
a rogue,
reasons
not a
why
ranger.
Joey should hate Fi.
Also, you tend to hit us more than you hit enemies with that bitch. So
Also fair. That
Says the person who
one
literally
session.
did team damage to me this session.
okay.
Says the person who got stuck.
I
to
did
it.
4. You were supposed to take half damage, and it was 8.
Joey, what are on your hands
Go
right now?
ahead.
My leather gloves.
That's right. All right. Okay, so yeah, you guys enter the base of the Vale, and it's not even technically a village. I believe it's called something else. Hang on.
Hamlet.
It's a hamlet, is what it's called.
Ha.
Yeah, you're right.
Good job.
Got
Fair,
it.
Krim, you're so
So yeah, you guys have entered the southern portion of the hamlet of Jolkun. Joey and Farragrim, since you guys are from Daggerford, I think you would be somewhat familiar with Jokun. You know that it's mainly like a milling town, both flour and like fabric, and it is also a large farmstead. It does have wheat, but it specifies in more like fruit and stuff like that. But it's a fairly small hamlet. There's about 40 homes total, with a population of just under 100. Yeah, Yosef?
Yeah, so I want to ask if, see, how do I say this? Jokun. So I'm getting the vibe that from these walls here, and we're such as being in the Vale, that this hamlet might be surrounded on all sides except for this particular pathway by cliff faces. I was just wondering if that's true or not, or if I could like do a check to see if that's true or not, or anything like that.
Yeah, roll me. Where are you from originally? Yeah, you're not from here. You're from. Yeah, no. Okay.
Just like a perception check, see if I can like just see that, I guess.
Yeah, roll a perception. I think from where you're at, you can only see that there are like canyons and this sort of like plateau style cliffside on the. I'm trying to orient myself. It would technically be the southern portion of Jolkun, but the eastern portion of this map.
Okay. So from what I could tell, just kind of like over here on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
The 10, that's what I can give you. Until you guys walk out further.
Fair enough. So what's going on with this guy in front of us, huh?
There appears to be some sort of field hand, and he is currently loading hay onto a cart. You can roll me a perception check or an investigation.
Wait, no. I mean, this guy right here?
That's
That's Phi. Dude, the name was hidden, so I thought that was just an NPC in our way.
That's fine.
That's funny.
Oh, and I have to change it so you guys can see Phi's hit points. And then is Phi's token leveled correctly, Joe? I was going to say, that is definitely not that much HP. Now I can change it. There we go.
That's it.
Yep, and then... Cool.
Okay, like,
Alright, cool.
out of character, if we burnt the hay fields and such here, how detrimental to this place would it be? I'm not like looking to do that or anything. Like I am not looking to do that. I'm just curious, like how much they rely on
But I don't think that you would know because you
it.
don't.
No,
know
I'm
that
asking
it's-
out of character, like player to DM, like meta. Like I'm not gonna incorporate it in any way. But,
DM
like, you don't wanna
player,
tell me-
I can't give you that information.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
If you want to ask in
Much
character, we could do like a history check.
No. Yosef's not that smart.
That's true.
But no, I'm not gonna argue. That's fair. I was just wondering.
Okay. Yeah, you guys
Ask
head up
that
past a
shit
little bit.
during game, yo. You gotta ask that shit after hours.
Okay.
You want
I'm
to
gonna
drunk?
DM him
If you ever
later
catch
then.
me. Ooh, that's loud.
Sorry, I was organizing spot cards. What are we doing? Are we heading into town?
Yeah, it looks like you guys head up the path a little bit, and you pass a worker just to the right of you that appears to be loading some hay onto a cart, and there's a small hay field just to the right of him. This worker appears to be a male halfling.
Joey, you're good with the farm peoples.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're from a farm, aren't you?
Well, just because I'm from one farm doesn't mean I instantly connect with every other person from every other farm in every other place across the world.
Yes, it does.
No, but you are used to their social norms, and I've been told they come off as rude.
You are very rude.
This is what I mean.
I could go interact. I'm great with the kids.
I think that's a great idea,
Do I
Fi.
recognize that halfling from my dream?
Hail and well
You
met,
do not.
friend.
I'm going up there and talking to him.
Okay. He's gonna like throw his haystack onto the cart, and he's gonna be like, "Ah, now what brings a group of newcomers to Jolkoon?" And that's the official pronunciation now. I don't know if it is really. That's not public.
Joel Kuhn, got it.
Hell yeah.
You asking the whole party or?
I just
I use-
assume everyone came up with me.
Well, we did, but you're the one talking.
Oh, that's okay. That's Fi's gonna be like, I started the conversation. I'm good.
Just passing through.
Ugh. Well, be sure to take care of that goblin you got there. Make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
If anything, he'll get you into trouble.
Okay, we've been here before.
I know you're not
Kalafel
talking about me,
Fights
right?
intolerance to a fault. Don't you
I
just-
don't mean much offense, there, little fella. He's gonna look down at you, like slightly. He's a hobbit. And he's gonna say, "We just generally only have negative dealings with your kind around here."
Bureaucrats.
Yeah,
Isn't that it?
Yeah, Fi. I'm sure that's what he meant.
yeah, the
That does give him a real nasty look.
admin is really tough.
Well, enjoy the inn while you're in town. It's just a little ways up the road. And he's gonna gesture down the path a little bit further. And you guys can hear the slow churning of a watermill just to the, I guess technically to the west of you guys. And you can see, what do you see? You can see a few fishermen casting their poles along the side of the river.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you for that advice.
Off we
Bye-bye.
go.
Okay. And you arrive at two rope bridges that lead into the hamlet. And the first one does appear to be fairly hastily reconstructed. The wood itself looks fresh and new, but it does appear to have been recently replaced. And it does not look finished.
Does anyone have mending?
Mending ain't gonna cut it, pal.
Anyone have create plank?
Create plank.
No,
That's
I
the
could have
third
taken
level
like
build
create
grade.
water, but
Wait, wood.
I have water breathing, but
I don't see that being very.
no, neither do I.
Go for it.
You know what? I'm small. I could probably just walk across.
You want us
Can
to
I-
yeet you, Fi?
I'll need you again, Fi, if you want.
Fi, actually, yes, this board seems like a regular bridge to you, and I don't think that you'd have very much trouble crossing the belt.
Groovy. I'm
For the
just
rest of
gonna
the party,
cross.
this is a pretty tight little pathway.
Okay,
And
I
you
have a
notice that the
question.
rope is about 1.5 feet shorter than it usually is, as far as like where you want it to be, like waist height. Like the
Can I check to see how thick these trees over here are, and how big / the length of their branches?
Yeah, roll me a nature check.
Nature for that. Okay, interesting.
Or survival, you're right, it's survival.
Oh, all right. Well,
Because you're building something.
eh.
Okay, 12.
What?
I
Wait,
think
wait.
that. What?
Why'd you say it was survival again? I just didn't hear it. Sorry.
Because survival would have more to do with like determining whether wood was good for a particular reason. Nature
Okay.
would be like, I'm identifying this tree. You know what I mean?
Bet.
What?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Would you like Joey's help? He is a survivalist.
I think if Faragrim and Joey, go ahead and roll me survival. And with your 12, Yosef, I think that you were able to determine this tree does appear to be thick enough for you guys to
I'm also
chop down
looking
and
at these.
make
No,
some
I'm not
planks out of.
chopping it down. I'm not chopping it down.
Okay. What are you doing then? What are you investigating for?
I'm going to speak with plants and see if
Okay.
I can't get them to help us get across in some way.
Get the tree to help you across.
How is a tree going to help you? Yours, it is a tree.
There's no harm in
Well, I was
asking,
thinking I
Calithil. You're being rude again.
I was thinking, okay? I was thinking. And this might sound ridiculous, okay? But I was thinking if I could get the tree to extend an olive branch, but literally to me from over here, I could grab onto it and it just kind of bring me back to that side.
Can I do a
What's
nature
actually-
check to see what kind of tree it is?
Yeah, the one across the way here, for sure.
12 plus 4, 16.
It appears to be a willow.
It's a willow tree, Joseph.
And
You said
Can-
olive branch. It's a willow branch. It's a willow tree.
Can I do a nature check to see how thick the
you got literal on me.
branches
That's
are?
accurate on you.
Are you trying to determine if you can use them for something? Because that'd be survival.
So if Yosef's plan doesn't work, I had a plan. I was gonna shoot my rope into one of the branches with my arrows, then swing across.
Okay.
But I want to know if it
think-
has branches enough to support my weight.
Okay. Yeah, roll me survival. That's fine. From what you can see, the willow does appear to be large enough to support your, or at least several of the branches do.
Do you guys need a way over?
I think I found my own way over.
Let's see. I'm not trying to cross the river again. Fi, would you be a dear and ask the people over there to let us borrow their boat, please?
I could cast water walk, but
So we've got water walk now.
I still
Drop
want
it
to
in
go.
the chat.
I still want to go. I still want to go through with my plan. Can I try that?
Absolutely. And Yosef, let's RP speaking with the tree.
Please pick it to the tree, okay? Hey there, Mr. Tree. Do you mind helping me?
Oh, hey there. Been a long time since a mortal talked to me.
Max.
What is it that you need help with?
Well, you see this river here. I want to be over there, but the bridge is out. So I was wondering if you could help me out. By extending your branch to me, I was thinking I could hold on, and you can do a little carrying.
Roll me persuasion.
Bet. Very pretty.
Well, I suppose I could extend a couple of feet or so. Now, just meet me back here in about 8 or so months, and I'll be able to get you over.
You don't have freedom of movement, do you, Tree?
Been here all my life.
Well, you're nice, but that won't work for me. Thank you for your time.
You're gonna see the little willow branches, and not branches, but like the little things that come off the willow trees just kind of sag slightly in disappointment.
Hey,
I wish
Yosef.
I could have been of more help.
Hey, Yosef. Can you
Hey.
give me a solid and ask you if this tree feels pain?
Oh, yeah, since I can speak with all the plants. This one right here?
The willow tree the tree in the middle that I'm gonna shoot with my arrow, then
Someone who
swing
were just
across like
talking to you.
Tarzan.
That
Okay,
is
yeah,
the willow.
But before I go, Sir Willow, do you feel pain? Or like, is that lame to ask? Or is that lame? I don't know.
Man, I don't know if like even as a DM, I can. This is a philosophical question. Like I can't.
I think trees feel pain technically, like plants do technically feel pain in a different way, but that's what I think personally.
Come on, DM. We have to do improv.
Okay, no central nervous
The tree did wish to be of more service, so maybe instead of asking if it feels pain, just be honest and ask for its permission.
Oh, true,
Well,
true.
I'm gonna do it regardless. I just want to know how bad I'm gonna feel afterwards.
I feel like
Keep your axes away from me now.
Oh, no, will be no axe. Just my friend here was wondering if he could shoot a bolt so he could cross the river in a jolt. You would be of much use to him, and he would be very thankful. He's a friend.
Very well. I wish to be of help. Don't cut me too deep.
Well, I'll let him know, but it's not up to me, and that's for sure.
Okay, Joey, roll me to hit.
Joey, try not to be too strong with it.
But that means that like I hit it perfect with right, so it didn't do a lot of damage to it.
That means your
I
fucking
mean,
arrow went all the way through the goddamn tree.
You knock your arrow and aim for one of the thicker branches higher up in the tree so that you won't do too much damage. And you hit that branch square on, and your arrow tip comes out of the other side of it as the arrow has pierced all the way through this branch. It is securely fastened.
Joseph, you probably shouldn't talk to that tree again.
The fuck you do to my tree, friend?
I would like to.
Just got a sick piercing.
I would like to swing across the river now.
I think, Yosef, you hear what's it called? Piercing scream after the arrow cuts
Just
through.
in my mind, just screams.
Haunting.
Yeah, Yosef's just wincing.
Dude, Yosef's gonna have PTSD from that one, I think.
Roll me an athletics check, Joey.
Joseph's gonna have PTSD from everything on this adventure.
You
Been
think
through a
so?
lot.
I'm just gonna wait for that boat. That's my boat.
Would Batty be familiar with that sensation of that spell?
Oh, for whatever reason, it's not there. I was just saying it's not grab Joey. But
I
yeah,
don't
Joey,
think so.
you would have made it across,
I don't
Joey.
think
You
so.
find yourself on like a small patch of grass and dirt with this willow tree that appears to be across the water from a mill. There's a mill wheel right here. And then
I was
this
trying
would
to
be
swing across completely to the pier. Is that not possible?
like all the way to here. With 22 athletics, I'll allow it. So let's say you land on the pier then, on this little this dock. And there is I don't want to say well-dressed, but a fairly well-to-do, stout-shouldered female hobbit standing on the grass, very surprised that you just landed there. On her right shoulder, strapped to a leather vest, is a folded-up fishing pole. And she's going to look at you and say, well, now, it's been a long time since somebody dropped in on me like that.
Well, I'm sorry for startling you, but you guys really need to fix that bridge.
Well, you didn't startle me. I just said I was surprised. And we're working on it. We'll get there. But welcome to Jokun. What can we help you with?
Well, I think we're just passing on through, but do you guys have an inn or anything here that we could visit?
Of course. The Jester's Pride is just up the road. It's a fine place to lay your head for a night.
Well, thank you for that information. What's your name?
My name's Starla. Starla Bohart.
Well, hello, Starla. My name is Joey Joannis. I'm from Golden Fields.
Why, that's not too far up the way. It's been a long time since we had a traveler from the Iron Road cross through here.
How often do you get travelers over here?
Oh, a lot more frequently lately. It's been I suppose you'd call it a popular time of year.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's just say Seacomber's not been doing so hot as of late.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I am definitely intrigued.
Well, how about you tell me a little bit more about why you're passing through town, and maybe I can give you a little bit more information.
Well, specifically, we were, me and my party, we were doing quests, such as trying to clear out some drow in a cave. And now we're going through to visit Golden Fields and maybe fight some goblins. I'm not exactly sure.
Goblins, huh? Seems to me like you intend on heading up to the Forlorn Hills.
I believe so. I like to whip out my map and point to the area where we're going on the map.
She's gonna look at you wide-eyed and say, now, I don't, and then she's gonna like take you aside and then just like whisper to you at this point, kind of keeping her voice down. She's gonna say, now, I don't mean to pry in business that is not my own, but I cannot stand idly by while a decent person like yourself walks himself into oblivion. The road has been, or the road that way has been changing in the past few months. The forest is irked by the constant travel on the road and has started to consume it.
Well, thank you for the information. I appreciate that. Is there, do you know if there's any alternative ways around this?
Roll me persuasion. This would be the Misty Forest. Oof. Well now, I think I've told you quite enough, unless you wet my whistle or perhaps something, or have something to offer Jelkoon in this trying time.
Well, I'll have you know that I got a bottle of brandy that I've been keeping around for a while.
Roll me persuasion with advantage. Damn, okay. Rocking the 20s. All right, so what exactly are you asking? Yeah, what exactly are you asking?
Well, I just want to know as much information as we can. If we're trying to get to this area on the map and you think it's dangerous to go this way, do you know if there's another way? Or do you know maybe that the reason why this is happening and the way that can be prevented? I am an adventurer. I am used to taking on quests. Some would call me a noble farmer.
With a 20, I'm going to give you a lot of information. And I'm going to put it in the Discord so you guys can go through it as well. But, alright. Okay. It started with the roots of ancient trees popping up and cracking the paved stone a few months ago. But it escalated quickly. Too quickly for natural occurrence. Something else is at play there. The river folk of Jelkoon are peaceful, homebodied hobbits. Halflings, excuse me. We do not seek out conflict with the political realm or wish to subvert the natural order of things. I might know of someone who can show you the way. I can give you a name, but I've never visited him myself.
Oh, what's his name?
He is Jovian, the gardener, a satyr in the northern Misty Forest. But I believe his home has been pushed out onto the road.
Well, I appreciate all the information. I'll be sure to relay that to my party. I would like to offer a firm handshake.
Okay. She's going to shake her hand and say, now the bottle of brandy, please.
Yeah, I hand it to her.
Very cool. She's going to look very excited about that and say, we don't get this kind of stuff very often. Let's just say we're kind of a wine and mead people.
Well, hope you enjoy it.
Well, if you want a little bit more information, maybe you'll come speak with me and our mayor, if that would interest you and your party. She's gonna like peek over your shoulder and look at the rest of the party just kind of clambering across the bridge at this point. I take it you all intend on heading up to Goblin Run like you showed me on your map there.
Yeah, that is the intention, and I can bring him over here and we can sort that out right now if you'd like.
Wonderful. We might be able to offer you free lodgings for the night if you agree with our little proposal.
Oh, that's definitely interesting. I'd like to turn to the rest of the party and be like, hey!
I scream from the other side of the river. What?
Wait, why are you still on the other side of the river?
What are you doing?
Well, I want to know why none of them had to roll any checks to get across it.
Because they water walk.
Water walk on us, you dingus.
I didn't know that. I missed that part. I didn't think you actually did.
No, I think Yosef waited too long. He should have to find an alternative method across.
It was happening in the chat because your shenanigans were too much.
I thought it was. Yeah, I didn't read chat. I thought he had only mentioned he could, and then we just were sitting there, and I thought.
Yeah, and then Cal was sitting on the other side of the river, like, "Help me, please."
Okay, I'm sorry.
Joey, what do you want? What?
Yeah. What?
Don't shout. It's rude.
I would like to introduce you to my friend Starla. Starla, this is Fairgrim, Calathil, Yosef, Batty, and Phi.
She's just gonna wave from behind Joey and say, "Welcome to Jakku."
Hey there, Starla. How you doing?
As good as I can be. Now, if you would enjoy some refreshments or maybe some pie, I could show you into the mill here, and you can meet our mayor.
Oh, baby, you're all the refreshments that I need.
Oh, you said pie?
Joseph, calm down.
And Batty will head on.
Can I roll insight on Starla?
Yes. She's going to look Yosef up and down and say, "Ah, I see. Another disgusting patron."
Wow, I see. Another bitch.
Perhaps your friend would like to remain outside while we discuss this with the more agreeable members of your party.
Sorry, Starla. Yosef has gone through a lot lately, and he's a little touched in the head. Well, flame touch specifically.
Joey,
Starla appears. She doesn't seem hostile, Calathil, but she does seem to be rather rushed in her attempt to get you to come, like, see the mayor. She seems very eager for you guys to have this discussion.
Yeah, I don't see what the harm could be in having a chat. Right, guys?
Well, she is just going to show you the way through the door. You guys are going to come in through the mill. There is going to be a very ancient hobbit with a very long white beard, almost down to his knees, seated at the table. At the table, there is one
hobbit with facial hair. That is something to see.
Mm-hmm. Hell.
Jacob, you're like cutting the hell out right now. Very robotic DM.
Is this any better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't do anything. I just waited. So.
Just let it catch up.
Mm-hmm. So let it catch up a little bit. Okay, so you guys enter the room, and there's this ancient hobbit. He's sitting at the table. He has several pies in front of him. Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool, because you guys have all frozen. So just make sure.
Oh, no,
you guys all have ridiculous looks on your face right now, too. Like frozen. Anyways,
take a screenshot.
He's going to greet you and say, "Oh, welcome to Jakku. I am Buford Bagfoot. I am the miller here, as well as the mayor of this humble hamlet. I assume if Starla brought you here, it's because you intend on heading to the Forlorn Hills. Well, perhaps we may offer some assistance, or perhaps warning against it."
I think we'd be interested in both.
Also, first off, hello, my name is Joey Joannis. I'm from Golden Fields.
Ah, a man of Golden Fields, no less. It has been a long time since we met a traveler that walked the Iron Road.
It's not the
Hello,
first time I heard
I'm
that
Yosef.
today.
It is not uncommon for I don't know if they're villagers, but yeah, the villagers of Jokun to be wary of those that walk the Iron Road. But Golden Fields is further across the
Go
Forlorn
ahead, Ash.
Hills,
I'm happy
and
to help.
your people
Okay,
are under the same stress as
the comment I
us
have
against
is
the
that,
Goblin Menace.
I'm too handsome.
We've heard a bit about that menace.
Joey, you seem to me the sort of man on a mission. Am I right?
I don't know how to answer that question, but what's the point you're getting at?
What's the rush there, Sonny?
This whole conversation is giving me a bit of anxiety because I feel it's leading up to somewhere, but we're just dancing around that topic.
Okay, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Joey has told literally every stranger we've met that goblins killed his parents.
Okay. The mayor is going to have like a golden flash in his eyes as he looks you over, and he's going to say, My, your thirst for goblins is unlike any I have ever felt. Your past must be burdened by the sins of Clan Groudabunch. But be burdened no more. Please accept this as a personal gift and luck charm. May it be of use to you in the most trying times. And Bankfoot's going to remove an electrum ring from his thumb and put it in the palm of your hand, Joey. You may find some use for it in the end. He's going to wink at you and just return to like picking at his piece of pie. And as he does this, he kind of like zones out a little bit and almost looks confused in a way. And Starla is going to walk up to you guys and say, You see, Jolkun needs help. And we're not getting it from Seacomber anymore. It's been 10 days since we saw the last traveler from Seacomber. And we've had about 5 or 6 groups of your like and your deed head off in that direction. And none of them have yet to return.
Have any of them been of our merit?
Not as of yet. She looks at you guys peculiarly and just kind of like eyes all of your like fancy weapons and shit. Calico's your moon sickle and Yosef, your sword.
Betty will look at her very seriously and say, What kind of pie?
What'd you say? I can barely hear you, Margot. I'm sorry.
What kind of pie?
Oh, are you hungry? Of course. Bring out more. She's gonna wave to the individual in the room who's gonna grab a cherry pie and set it on the table as well with several plates. And then now there is an apple, a cherry, and a blackberry pie on the table right now.
And then Batty will be like, Mind if I smoke in here?
Not at all. All the windows go to the outside anyway. Besides, I have some of my own pipe weed to burn. And at that moment, she's going to take out her own pipe and pack it and start puffing on it and say, Where to begin?
Do tell. And
Let me tell you
Batty
everything
will
I know.
scoop
You
pie.
are welcome to stay in our inn for free this evening, and our people will see it that you are restored tomorrow as you set off on your journey. We need you to save the town of not just Seacomber, but ours as well. Our shipments run mostly southward, to Daggerford, Baldur's Gate and the like, so our small income is currently unaffected. But I wish to tell you that we have not heard from Seacomber in over 10 days. They sent a courier early last week carrying a very large leather bag filled with pamphlets detailing a call to arms. He was to head to Daggerford and Neverwinter to disperse them, but he was nearly dead when we found him on the road. He was muttering something about a betrothal when we came upon him. But after some rest and food, he remembered very little of the previous few days' events and quickly left for Daggerford in any event. This is not the first call to arms they have ratified in the past few months. Before the beginning of winter, during the Festival of Flowers, they posted a similar such notice. Several groups of adventurers, not unlike yourselves, have come through this way carrying such a deed and have yet to return. And she said 5 is what she specifically said. Clan Grulgabudge patrols much of the land southeast of the Forlorn Hills. Jolkun has been lucky to stay out of any conflict up until this point, but I fear our time is soon coming. The soldiers of the Lord Alliance are valiant and respectful protectors, but they are too few in numbers for the great host of Grulgabudge. Grulgabudge is cunning. He has been making alliances with the forest creatures in Ardeep and the Misty Forest. A contact of mine from the Misty Forest has told me as much. Seacomber is a 3 days' journey as the crow flies, but that was before this overgrowth on the road. Here, you may need this. Starla is going to thrust a hooded lantern into your hands, Yosef. The way is dark under the canopy. And I'm about to drop all this shit in the chat for you guys.
Thank you.
Of course.
I think
It's in the
Yosef would
general.
like to say.
Right.
I think Yosef would like to say.
We'll have to do a little bit
Fret
of
not, for I am Yosef Smoot, and nothing can best me and my party.
Besides a horse.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
the horse
Betty's
is cool
gonna
and
roll
help me.
their eyes as they eat their pies.
Yeah.
Can I investigate this ring that I got?
Is stewing, remembering what Jensen said about Cimmerl allowing Grulgabudge to get this foothold in the first place.
Ooh, stewing and the hefty music comes on at the same time.
Can I investigate this ring?
Absolutely. Roll me investigation. Oh, okay. It appears to be made of pure electrum. It is very lightweight and fairly flexible. It's too small for your thumb, but you are able to slide it on your pinky comfortably. It came from a hobbit, so it's obviously a smaller fashion. It's peculiar. It's a little bit wider than the average ring, and it like comes almost up to your knuckle. And it appeared to have covered the majority of this hobbit's thumb in the first place. So it looks less like a ring and more like a piece of something. With a nat 20, I'll give you that.
I would like to hold it up to Caliphil and say, does this ring appear magical to you at all?
Yeah, I guess I'll do an Arcana check. I don't have Identify, but...
Okay, roll me Arcana.
Does it ring any bells?
18 plus 5, 23.
You do not sense any magic coming from it. It just appears to be pure electrum.
It's not magical. It might have some other impressive properties. I don't know anything about Electrum, but it's not enchanted.
Can I do a history check to see if Joe would know anything about Electrum?
Yep. I think that you know that it is valued the most by druids and artificers. With a name.
Can Kelithil, I don't know what it would be, because I don't, maybe history.
Artificer.
The scientific properties of why an artificer would value it. Like if it's a good conductive or something.
Yes. Roll me history.
That's a 15 plus, I think my history is like 7? 5. 15 plus 5, 20.
You didn't type anything.
20.
No, you didn't.
I think that you would know that
gonna read
both
it?
druids
If
and
it's even kills four
artificers
dragons, or
both
where the
use this
dragon-
component.
oh,
Yes,
fucking
for
shit. I'm totally
mainly
stupid. That's
thunder
fucking
and
shit.
lightning
You didn't know
related
anything. Anyways.
spells and incantations. And in artificer's case, gizmos and gadgets.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Joey said something about like, oh yeah, I think artificers use this stuff. And Galateo would brain blast and go, oh yeah, it's electrum, of course, is very conductive. It's great for thunder and lightning shit.
Thank you for the Jimmy Neutron reference. I feel very
Yeah.
rewarded.
Joey would like to raise his hands up into the air and see if he can conduct electricity.
Watch a bitch call lightning.
Dramatic music plays as the room around you darkens and nothing happens. The room is over. You just raise your hand up in the air dramatically.
Joey looks disappointed, but he doesn't tell his party what he was doing.
Buford's
what
just
was that?
looking at you from
Joey.
across the table, just giggling at his pie.
Do you have a question?
2 questions.
No, I think I answered my own question, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, they want you to save Seacomber and Jolku. Starla explains to you that since Seacomber is on the brink of collapse, they have been getting the spillover of the Goblin and Hobgoblin raids, and the Lord's Alliance, which is that like patrol that we talked about in the last game. I don't know if we mentioned this to you or not, Joe. The Lord's Alliance is
To be
essentially
honest,
like a police union for the Sword Coast area and smaller towns and villages that cannot establish their own town guards. They essentially get these like patrolmen that were originally established in Neverwinter. And the Lord's Alliance is known to be lawful good, so it's not like a sinister group like the Zentaur, but it is one of the factions.
And that is the faction that Max realized is associated with Yosef's neck scar.
That's right.
The Zentarum or the
No.
Lords?
The Alliance.
The Lord's Alliance.
Got it. Yeah.
They bear a similar symbol.
Can you describe me what the scar looks like again? It's a stone.
It's a
Wrapped around the
sapling
body?
with its roots
Oh,
wrapped around the stone.
I was almost there. I was close. I had the stone and I had wrapped.
Okay, so
Okay.
they just want to make sure we're doing what we were already kind of planning on doing, it sounds like.
Yes, and I was forcing some information in, yes.
No, that's good. I was just making sure it wasn't another quest.
No, this is them essentially filling you in on the situation in Seacomber. They're also offering you free lodgings.
Well, we accept.
I understand you've had a problem with bureaucrats in the past, and I just want to let you know that we will not be like them, and we will actually hold up our deal.
Wonderful. And I can say that we don't normally have problems with bureaucrats because we keep a pretty tight ship around here. And he's going to gesture to the very, very clean room.
I don't like this town.
I don't think the people in this town like you either.
You were
I'll
kind of
fireball
big for
this
that
whole
part.
fucking field up. Don't even test me.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are able to get a long rest in Jolkun if that's what you guys want to do. Your lodgings at the the Jester's Pride, which is the inn, are comped. The mayor gave Joey his ring. What else we got here?
I think we might need to call it.
Yeah.
Just looking at Max.
Yeah, that's okay. Sweet. Well, yeah, you
Here.
guys get a comp stay in the Jolkroon's finest inn and only inn, the Jester's Pride, and we'll pick up next session. And you guys will leave from Jolkroon.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
before we go, I wanted to say
Fantastic.
that I will be attuning to my weapon instead of long resting.
Oh yeah, I also want to attune to my 9 live stealer.
Perfect. How much time are you going to spend on that?
Me, I'm gonna spend the whole night, I think.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Then I have
Same.
2 more points of order for both of you. I need you each to roll me Constitution saves. No. I need Yosef. Hang on a second. I gotta pull something real quick.
Fuck.
Yeah, Constitution save from Yosef and a Wisdom save from Peregrine.
Can I try to attune to my ring?
You can look at it intently.
I don't want to bandwagon, but can I try to fucking attune to my sickle?
Yeah, absolutely. I assumed a lot of people were going to do attunements, so.
Yeah. I feel like in theory I would have actually been doing it while we were in the towers for like 3 days, but
Batty's gonna see everyone try and attune to their weapons and try and attune to their halberd, but
Brilliant.
it's not like a magic weapon, so they're just kind of.
you're just getting real in sync.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, and Joey? Yosef?
18.
Nice. Okay, Yosef.
Wait, no, fuck, I rolled Constitution, not Constitution. Oh, well, take either one. Take the nat 20 then.
Either one would have been fine, so you're good. And Farragon, cool. Either one would have been fine, so you were good as well. Okay. Farragon, you feel a darkness surround you like a cloud. And the urge to kill. Do you accept this urge willingly?
No.
You fight this urge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your sword now deals an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh, baby.
big.
Nice.
And Yosef, I was going to put this in the general, but I'm going to put it in as a private DM to you.
Okay. I think I'm fine with it being in general if you just. If you
And you're
Sorry.
tuning to your sword, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reinhardt Sama.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'll say it out loud then. You have now earned the ability to use Entangle willingly with your sword at a distance of up to 15 feet.
50?
15.
Okay. I was like, damn.
Hell, you're not gonna
That's still great
entangle, and I
though.
can
That's
speak
out of
to those
melee
plants.
range.
I can entangle them, and I can
Yes.
speak to those plants, and then
By-
I have those plants hit them.
And this is how it pans out. So this is what it says here. It says, as you thrust your blade into the ground, you can make vines erupt from a point in the earth no more than 15 feet from your current location.
And is that just unlimited use?
There are... Ooh, it says 1d4. Let me find your charges. You have... Oh, nice. 4 charges per day.
4 charges.
Damn. So it's like my wand. It resets at dawn.
Yeah, long rest is what it says. So 4 charges per long rest.
It's not like the one though where like if I run out, like I just can't do it anymore.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, my wand. If I use up all 4, we have to roll a d20, and if I don't succeed, it explodes.
Kerplop.
We don't want
Which is
that.
why I only ever use 3
Okay, cool.
until I have to.
Yep, and then we'll leave from Joku next session. We can call it from here. And I just want to, just because I wanted to get this point across because for flavor, when you guys wake up in the morning, the villagers have packed you to-go sacks filled with 5 days worth of rations, some salted pork, a loaf of sweet bread to split.
It's so sweet.
All of us?
All of you.
Oh.
And then
Even
to be
Yosef?
everyone-
Even 5?
Even you. Even 5.
Even use.
Oh.
Can I roll for attunement too?
Oh yeah, to your sickle, of course. Of course.
Yeah, I didn't know what you wanted, so I hadn't rolled yet.
It was October 4th.
Hang on, I pull your spreadsheet up now.
You turned 30. I did.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Roll me a religion check.
Religion.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You weren't.
Don't fuck me, roll 20.
No, last time I was on the show,
Hey.
All right, send me the current stats on your moon sickle real quick.
but I didn't even know you
We're good.
So,
We can take as long as you want. Max went to bed.
Okay.
so currently the moon sickle is just strength plus 2.
Okay.
I hadn't unlocked any of the other stuff yet. Like I have the stuff about when you cast a spell that restores hit points, you roll a d4 in the description, but I can't use that yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say, it's a nat 20. You have now earned that capability from it. So yeah, when you cast a spell that restores hit points, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the amount of hit points restored. Provided you are holding the sickle.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it on my character sheet, but you can use this sickle as a spellcasting focus.
Yes.
So that will be my spellcasting focus. So theoretically, any healing spell I'm casting
but when
should
are
be
we
being
gonna
cast
Cool.
while I'm holding the sickle.
see insanely
Tight.
hot men with
Tight.
average-looking women?
I'm so fucking excited to
Help us
finally
all.
use my Sailor Moon sickle.
Yeah, for real though.
I mean, I've been using it as a melee weapon, but
Cue magical girl music. Dun, 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 dun.
Sweet, you're all tuned and rested, and you wake up the next morning, and Fi also does wake up the next morning. Because that would just be savage.
That'd be so mean.
Cool, but I guess I guess I have to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, guys. So I'm gonna get out of here too.
ew.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's cool. I usually have to be at work around 5:30.
Gross.
Well, that's a time.
I get off at like 2 though. So
That's nice. You have your whole day.
yeah,
So you're probably
mostly I
very
use it to
tired.
nap. So
Yeah.
Same.
Quick D&D question. Are we anticipating, like, travel, or, like, the next day we are going to run into probably something? Like, do we have a sense of we are going into more travel? Just because it affects, like, which
Yes.
Spell
spells.
choices.
we
Right.
are going into more travel.
Like, it's probably going to be travel. Okay. 'Cause I have
Potential
travel spells
hazards,
and I
but
have-
not directly into a battle map.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Every map's battle map.
Nerd
Try hard
question.
enough.
Yes.
Do I need to have a shopping list of specific spell components, or
Yes.
can I just say I'll spend however much money you want to get the because all my stuff is just like some sand, rose
Yeah.
petals.
I'll just designate a value of the spell components that you currently need.
Okay.
If you could send me the list of them, that would be cool. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
though, because I can just check your character sheet too. So
I
Batty's
have a
gonna
boatload, so I'll send you a list.
okay.
Batty's gonna need to go to a D&D head shop next time they're in Daggerford. So if you want to have fun with that, you know,
Get some
D&D
string
bombs.
names.
I think
Just
I
to-
can.
just to kick that around, just to put it in the noodle.
Okay. Yeah, I know that sounds fun. Okay.
There's
good?
absolutely, please, a Hydra Bong that has, like, 3 to 5 bowls,
That's crazy.
and you breathe through the tail or something.
If you
Yeah.
break it, 2 more bowls grow.
Oh my god!
It's like Sokka's pipe in Avatar. He's got that like Chinese dragon
The Chinese
pipe.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bubble thing, but
Awesome.
yeah.
Are we still gonna be on this map when we come back? Because I still want to try to find some place to buy arrows and like buy more alcohol.
Okay. You can buy mead and wine in this town, and you would be able to get some arrows. I would say there is like a Fletcher here, you know, but we won't be in this town super long. We're just going to be leading it after this. But if you want to buy, how many arrows do you want to buy?
I would like to fill my quiver, and I would like to see if there's like a flask I can buy to replace the flask with the bottle that I gave away. I want to carry
Okay.
a flask.
Cal needs a new water skin too.
It's going to be 25 silver to fill your quiver, and then another additional, let's say, 4 silver to get your flask and stuff. And then what's Calico getting?
I need a new water skin because I melted mine with acid.
Okay, that's just going to be like 10 copper pieces.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, anybody
Wait,
else?
what was in
stocking up on
the
stuff?
flask? Sorry.
No, but I did love how crunchy that was.
Was it mead or wine that
No,
I bought?
no, crunchy.
That's up to you. There's both meat and wine for sale.
I'm gonna do mead.
Okay, cool. Anybody else getting anything?
Can I change 10 of my... I don't know if I need to make a point of specifying this, but I would like to change out 10 of my silver for 100 copper.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
Cool. All
we
right.
can go
And
into the
silver.
bank without robbing it as long as we don't bring Joey with us.
Wait, 10 silver for 100 copper?
Sweet. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Go to bed. You guys have a
Thanks,
beautiful.